Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever. Or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
Friday Night Glory. Kenny Matthews here with Coppell Cowboys with the big 66-56 win in a 6-6A district game here. Devank Rane, good gosh, you guys, you came out kind of struggled a little bit there in the first half. Shots weren't going down. The defense intensity wasn't there. What did you guys do at halftime to make sure that you didn't repeat that first half?
I mean, we just expect a lot of ourselves because we know what we're capable of doing, and we obviously didn't show that in the first half. So we just had to go back to playing what we do, and that's getting stops and getting out in transition. I feel like we're best when we're in transition. We got players that can get to the rim, and then obviously we can get the kick-out threes. And when we're getting that, everyone gets hyped, and we just feed off the crowd too and our bench, and everything goes nuts.
For you guys, I know you had the big win this past Friday night, avenged your only a district loss there. How do you try to come off of that, but then try to prepare for the next game? I know you had a few days in there to do that, but that's a big win you had this past Friday, so it's an emotional lift. It seemed like you guys didn't have that emotional lift at the beginning of this game.
I mean, our goal is to win district, and we know that other teams are still in it, or in the district way, so we got to take care. And we can control what we can control. So if we keep winning out games, we get 3 district titles in a row. So that's the goal, and we got to keep winning. We can't worry about the past.
Man, you got to like the way you came out there in the third quarter. The ball movement was great. You dropped down, 3 threes there from both baselines on both sides. Man, when you get in the field, you get in a roll like that, man, can you just talk a little bit about that euphoric moment that you have?
I mean, just fun. It's just fun. I just love being out there. Even if I'm not scoring, I'm playing hard on defense every possession, and I just love being out there, my teammates, my friends, getting wins.
I like the heat check with the teardrop, and it goes into. I said, my man is hot over there. I said, he's feeling it there. For you guys, I could see that your teammates were so happy that you were able to make those buckets, man. It's got to be nice that you know that you're also contributing on the offensive end, just not the defensive end.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome just to see my teammates, my friends cheering for me. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and I know I can trust them, and it's good to know that they can trust me too.
Well, let me ask you my last question over here. When you get a stupid play from Ryan to Anthony Black like that during the middle of the game, what kind of goes through your mind when something goes down like that, the crowd's going nuts and everything? I mean, literally, you guys got to be elated, man.
I mean, just how can you jump that high? I don't understand. Why can't I do that? But, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the crowd goes crazy. Obviously, you heard it. But it just gives us that extra boost that we already had, and we just keep going from there. We don't let anything take us back to how we were playing for the first half. Once we keep going, we don't let up. We don't let them get back in the game.
Man, I like this guy over here. This junior guard over here, 2022, Devank Rane. 3 threes, teardrop. I thought he was the key in the second half, him and Mr. Nazir Brown. Friday Night Glory, Kenny Matthews here. Coppell, the Cowboys, for the big second half, for the big 66-56 win over Hebron with Nazir Brown. And, man, I thought the energy you came out in the third quarter was huge in determining the win of this game here tonight.
Thank you, sir. I just had to come out. I didn't play very much the first quarter. I had 2 fouls in 3 minutes, so my coach just told me to come out.
You sat a long time in that first half, so you should have had a lot of energy.
Yes, sir.
You guys, the defense intensity as you came out there in the second half, I thought extending the full court out there to give you a bunch of easy buckets. Do you think that that's really kind of got what you in the rhythm in this ball game here?
Yeah, it did most definitely. It changed the pace of the game. They're not the greatest ball handling team, so we know we had to do that to make them turn the ball over.
How was that halftime speech by Coach Chanel?
It's pretty loud. One of the coaches came in, started yelling at us. They weren't very happy with us. They knew what we were capable of.
That's all right. You can say cuss.
I didn't know if I could say it. But, yeah, it's pretty loud. It's pretty loud, man.
When you guys got into that sink in the second half, you were extending the defense, you were able to get a lot of the turnovers. Then I noticed you guys are making that extra pass. You made the extra pass a few times, or you knocked down the threes. Is that kind of what you want to do from the first quarter on a little bit, is to get those easy buckets, but also have that ball movement?
Yeah, that's pretty much the key to winning. We found the hot players, especially Devank. He was hot today, so we had to give it to him and Ryan.
Yeah. Devank, yeah, that's what Devank had. I thought he was another big key. He had 3 threes there in the third quarter over there, and he had a little teardrop there in the fourth. I mean, when you get those kind of lifts that people are not expecting, what does that do for you guys that have been, carrying the offensive load?
It just makes everybody get put on notice that everybody on our team can score and everybody can contribute.
A lot of people are going to say that, you had the big win on Friday and you kind of had the hangover coming over here. I don't think it was that way. I just thought you guys weren't making shots there in the first half and you didn't have the intensity. How can you bring that out in the first half so you make sure you don't have to go through this again?
We just got to come out strong, make sure everybody's ready to play. We just lacked energy. We just have to come out with energy and talk about it.
Well, man, I like his answers here tonight, man. Nazir Brown came big in the second half here as the Cowboys of Coppell with the 66-56 win over Hebron. Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory at Coppell tonight, man. It's the Cowboys. Big second half. 66-56 win over Hebron with Ryan Agarwal. And, man, the first half, it was a little not making shots. Seemed like you're a little liftless on defense, man. Could you talk a little bit about what you guys talked about at halftime to make those adjustments?
Nah, Coach Snell told us, gave us the halftime speech to, motivated us to, we're not that type of team. We're better than that, So we came out third quarter knowing that we got to come out third quarter with a big start. We came out with the attitude, 3 stops, 3 buckets. And I don't know if we got that exact outcome, but something like that. And, it helped us win. That third quarter was our big quarter coming up, leading into the fourth quarter. So the halftime speech by Coach Snell and us getting on each other for small things helped us a lot.
I know a lot of people were thinking you came out sluggish because of the big win Friday, the avenge your loss in district earlier. That really doesn't, to me, have enough to say. It's a new ball game here.
Yeah.
It seemed like you guys just weren't in that cohesion that you normally are.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think it was because of our last game. I think it was more because, we're first team in district. We have the attitude we want to come and kill someone, but we can't use it as we're the better team every game. We can't come in with the attitude like we're just going to show up and win. We got to come in with the mentality to kill every team. And so, we've had a couple games where we've done that. We still end up winning, but not winning by as much as we want to or playing to the full potential that we should be. So, from here on out, it's every game, kill mentality, dog mentality to win, starting from the beginning. So, we got to continue doing that, and that we didn't do that today, but second half we did. So.
And then also having Brown out, he had foul trouble in the first half, him coming back out in the second half. You got so many of those steals right there on the first 5 or 6 possessions over there, which gave you easy buckets.
Yep.
I think that really got you back into your rhythm of Cowboy offense.
Nah, definitely. Nas helped us a lot. Him coming out in this first quarter kind of slowed us offensively down. Not getting another ball handler in there, shot maker offensively and a defensive threat. So he got taken out, but that's gonna happen. We got to be able to play through that. It may be Nas, maybe me, AB. Davon, Ben, whoever it is, but we got to be able to play through that. So second half, he came in, obviously helped us out a lot. Players got hot. We found them, started doing that. So we found our groove. Defense is where it starts, and it leads to offense, and that's what we started doing in the second half.
Well, man, I know you want to go get your tape off. I got one question for you. Can you talk a little bit about the big play? Steal, you get the ball out, the throw to Mr. Black off the glass. I saw you looking at each other beforehand. I was just wondering how it was going to happen.
Yeah, no, last year, I don't know if y'all remember, but AB threw me a lob off the backboard, so I knew I had to get him back one time this year. But every time in transition, I always find AB. I try to find them, that those plays, people just think they're dunks, but they're really momentum switchers.
Yes,
and, people don't understand, that's a big part of the game. A lot of players on the other team start looking down. We start getting hype. It starts getting that momentum for us. So it's not just a simple 2 points. It's a big momentum switch. So, I found him. We had that chemistry. We play year-round. So I knew he was going to get up there. He's bouncy as dude on the court. So I just threw it up there, knew he was going to get it, let him go get it, and do his thing. So, yes, sir.
Well, man, Ryan, congratulations
Yes,
on the
sir.
win here,
Appreciate
man. It might not have been as pretty as you wanted to be, but you know what? In district, you just got to win games,
Yes,
don't
sir.
you, man?
Exactly.
Congratulations.
I
Kenny
appreciate it so
Matthews,
much.
Friday Night Glory. Ryan Agarwal.